them credit. This thing is blended way better than anybody possibly thought, because you got two ball dominant players coming together.
Yep.
Well, how's it just going to work? How's James Harden, Chris, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's worked out well. I want to see it work in the playoffs. I want to see when you're down 3, who going to get the ball? Who going to have the ball? Now, if you're going to tell me they're going to make 17 threes, I'm going to bump that up to 40%, Skip. Because 17 threes going to win you a lot of games, especially in the playoffs. It's going to be hard for me to believe somebody's going to beat you if you make 17 threes in the playoff game.
Yep.
And that's what they did. You're going to get this kind of balanced scoring. You're going to have every guy that played scored at least 6 points. James Harden had 23 and Paul 25, and Eric Gordon was Eric Gordon. Trevor Ariza making big shots. P.J. Tucker. They didn't even get a big performance, be it offensive from points or rebounds from Capella.
No, they did not.
But I know what the Warriors are. They battle tested. They've been there. Steph, KD, Thompson, Dre. I know that. I know, Skip. You don't be in this position. You don't win 67, 73, 67, on pace to win another 65 to 68 ball game. 3 straight finals without being battle tested. That's good. I'm getting 15%. Hell, that's better than anybody else got a chance of beating them. So you should feel proud of that. But, and I know they're 33-1 when CP3 plays and Capella and Harden, they're 33-1 in a 2-week series against that team by the Bay. I give them 15% chance to beat them because I know what Golden State will do come playoff time. I still don't know because those two guys, Skip, we've seen those two guys before on separate teams having an opportunity to win a series, and they wet the bed. So I'm taking the Warriors, so I'm giving them 15. And had they not gone on this streak, it might have been 5.
I'll give these Houston Rockets a 1% chance of beating Golden State for the reasons you just detailed. I'm going to say this one more time, just to declare this, just for the record. If Kawhi Leonard ever gets his head right within the next 2 weeks, I will give San Antonio a good shot of dethroning Golden State, because this is a deep San Antonio team, and all of a sudden Tony Parker is starting to look like Tony Parker again. So they got all the elements. Rudy Gay just came back. LaMarcus has been hurt. But they're 3-8 in their last 11 games. So they're also in danger of missing the playoffs.
Yeah, they better get on the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Because this thing from 3 in the West down through about 10, somebody's going to get bumped, man, because they're all like 4.5 games separating all those teams. So back to the Rockets. I do have to say this. I am amazed at how well James Harden and Chris Paul are playing together. I'm just like blown away by it. And I sat back last night. They just dismantled Oklahoma City at Oklahoma City. It wasn't like Melo got off hot to start, and then, as usual, he's faded into the woodwork. And James Harden and Chris Paul took turns toying with the Thunder's defense. And what amazes me is I didn't think they could play together, especially this quickly. But here's the point. They don't actually play together. They don't play two-man basketball where they're playing off each other. They take turns. They're like co-solo stars, and they're happy with it. Like, you watch James sometimes, he'll just be a little winded, and he's been, because he's working on defense a little harder than he used to. So he'll be like, okay, I'm going to go stand over here, and you and Capella play pick and roll, okay? And then now it's my turn. I'm going to play pick and roll with Capella or whoever else wants to come pick for me, and I'll do it. And they're happy because they seem to really like each other, like truly like and respect each other.
Yeah, Chris Paul seems really, really happy in Houston.
He seems very happy. And I got to tell you, I've never seen him shoot threes like this. Because I didn't ever think he was that much of a marksman. And now, what is he up to? 38%? No, it's 39%. Wow. That's Chris Paul shooting like that? He's a dead eye.
But I tell you what. Let James Harden turn the ball over 10 times against Golden State. And see what happens. They're not winning by 10. They're losing by 10.
Right now, they have the best record in basketball. Let them go on a little losing jag, and let's see how happy Chris is, right? Let them get down 3-1 in a playoff series, and let's see how happy Chris is. Right?
Because we know the Golden State Warriors are battle tested, and I know Kawhi got hurt, but they were down 23. We saw them down late in Game 3 in Cleveland. And they come back and win that ball game. So we've seen them. They were down early in Portland. 15. Dame Lillard's going bonkers. C.J. McCollum's going bonkers.
Yep.
So I know what the Warriors are capable of come playoff time. We still don't know. We know what the Houston's doing in the regular season.
I don't know.
Regular season is one thing.
Yeah.
Come playoff time, being down by 5 late in the ball game is something entirely different.
I agree. And it does seem still a little gimmicky. I know Daryl Morey loves the analytical concept of taking so many threes. Do you realize the Houston Rockets have attempted 381 more three-point shots than the next team?
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yes.
They've got the second most three-point attempts. 381 more. They're just jacking it from everywhere.
Yes.
Wow. And yet, they have now sort of replaced Ryan Anderson in the lineup, who's a big three-point shooter, with P.J. Tucker, who plays a little bit of defense. So they have risen up in the defensive ranks. They're reasonable now in defensive efficiency. They're up to 9th. Well, that's pretty good compared to what they were last year. So they play a lick of defense.
Well, you got Trevor Ariza that plays D.
He does.
PJ plays D.
Yeah.
And Bob Moute plays D.
He does.
So they got guys on the court at all times.
Yeah.
You're going to have guys that can play defense as opposed to guys that
and James and Chris both are high steals guys.
Yeah, and Chris Paul's always been a defensive guy. He's been on the all-defensive team.
So at least you have that, but Golden State sunk some defensively, but they're still tied for 5th. So they're just better defensively. And then in every offensive category, it's Golden State 1 and Houston 2. So what? And I think because on efficiency, offensive efficiency, it's Golden State, and they don't try nearly as many threes. They're a 2-point team. You know, they'll beat you from 2.
Skip.
Okay.
What? First of all, I just need to know come playoff time what they're going to do with that 7-foot monster at the Bay. What are you going to do with Steph? What are you? I get it, but these guys can go. I mean, if you're going to get this kind of balance scoring, they don't need James Harden to go get 40.
Yeah.
He doesn't need 40 because they can balance this out with Chris Paul and the reason. Now, if you're going to have a stat line like this, Skip, if you're going to have the highest guy have 25 and everybody's going to be between 8 and 25. Okay, they got a great chance. And they go shoot 51% from the 3 ball. Okay, I'll say, okay, Golden State might have to, Steve Kerr might have to watch a little extra film.
You got it.
But
okay, so now the 2 hottest teams, other than those top 2 teams in the West, Anthony Davis's team, he's just going out of his mind.
He lost his mind.
So they've won 9 straight, and he's averaged 38 and 15 in those 9 straight games without DeMarcus Cousins.
And he said he called his shot. He said, I'm going to have the Russell Westbrook mentality.
Okay.
If I got to shoot 30, 40 times, so be it.
He also said if DeMarcus had stayed healthy, that they would get to the NBA Finals. But now, for 9 straight games, they look like at least a threat to Golden State. And I'm going to say it again. Anthony Davis has never won a single playoff game in his whole NBA career. So am I going to trust this team led by him, just by him alone, to go forward in the playoffs?
And
Not really.
You know who else has been equally as hot? Dame Lillard.
Okay.
He's out his mind, Skip.
Okay, they are. So they've won 8 in a row and 10 of 11, the Portland Trail Blazers. And look at his playoff resume and tell me he's a big threat to Golden State. Just look at what he's done. Just look.
Because they beat somebody. I mean, I trust Dame Lillard in the playoffs more than I trust James Harden.
I would too. I would agree with that.
Man.
But Dame's had some quiet seasons too. I know because some of them against my Spurs.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, he lost LaMarcus. I believe LaMarcus didn't like the fact that Dame was coming, and it was about to be his team.
No, they were clashing.
And he went to San Antonio like, Tim Duncan going, I got this thing now.
That's true.
And he met his destiny on the very road he took to avoid it.
Somebody said that once.
He did. And guess what? He didn't want to share. He wanted to be the big fish.
Yeah.
But here come Dame, and he went to San Antonio, and sure enough, got it. When he playing, Skip, who's the master? Yeah. Junior.
Skip, we made a lot of progress in this segment. Shannon finally admitted,
What?
The Warriors were down 23 to the
You
Spurs.
said that. You actually came out of your
They
mouth.
were down.
Yeah.
But I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried.
So
No, you weren't worried after Zaza up a cheap shot.
No, I was now. You should have been worried when it was down, but LeBron had to take a break. He had played like 40 minutes, and he was like, okay, LeBron, we're going to give you a break. 90 seconds, had a 12-point lead. He come back in as 2. 90 seconds, that's what happened.
What game are you talking about?
You know what game I'm talking about. Game 3, the Warriors and the Cavaliers. You know what game. Gone in
Turning
60 seconds.
point. Really?
Yeah.
Huh? Wait, they had a 4-point lead with a minute?
Had a 12-point lead.
Huh?
LeBron said, you know what? I just want some water. LeBron went to the. Lou called timeout. LeBron, I just got.
Can't take a break. One NFL coach is not a fan of Baker Mayfield, and we'll discuss that next.